Yo, what up, Fex? What up, guys? What up, crypto? Yeah, I got a sell stop below that 15-minute, guys. Just so you guys know. Yep, it's activated. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, my sell is activated though. All right. Yo, what up, what up? Shoot, I forgot to start Zoom. Yep, yeah, sell stop got activated. I'm up 2 pips. Stop loss is above that bullish 15 minute, and take profit will be 10 pips. So, yo. No, stream, zoom's up. I just didn't, I entered the trade. I saw there was going to be an opportunity that I would be interested in. So I quick got the stream going, and I forgot to get the YouTube going right away. But, I mean, not the YouTube, the Zoom call, but the Zoom call's up. Yo. Come on, baby, dive.
You in trade?
Yeah, I got activated on GA cells.
Okay. I'm just hanging out tonight. I'm not thinking trades.
Yeah, makes sense. We got a holiday tomorrow too, so.
Yeah.
Erdem, I'm gonna sell right now, so no buys for me yet.
It went up to there and filled that gap and came right back down, didn't it?
Yep, yeah. Once it 15 minute kind of pushed up into it and closed below, so I figured if it broke the low of the 15 minute, some sells would make sense.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah, I think it'll go fill that bullish wick right at the open. It'll come back down to there. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll do that.
Yeah, I kind of made up my mind. I'm done with gold.
Yeah?
Forever.
How come?
The only two losses I took last week were gold.
Interesting.
Never again.
How come? What did you do that you lost? Or what happened?
It was news. One of them was CPI. I was betting on positive numbers, which was stupid to begin with, and it was negative, and so that's one. And the other one was, I think, Monday. Yeah, Monday I took one in the morning during New York. I was just wrong. Just so I can find the chart. But yeah, anyway, just there's no more gold.
Gotcha. What up, Yannick?
Did you ever get your internet straightened out on your computer?
It's a little better now. Yeah, it's up to, I get almost 300 down, so it's a little better.
No.
I had a Windows update, and it's a little better now, but it's not perfect. Yeah. Try to. Hopefully it'll close a little bit stronger. That'd be ideal.
Yeah, you still got about 30 minutes before the Asian session opens, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think once it breaks that 30-minute previous low, it'll move a little nicer if we end up going down.
Yep. Got some clean traffic all the way to 193.58 area.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I took it. Because if it comes down, there's nothing in the way, and I figured if it was gonna break some low, if it broke a low, it was gonna start to come down because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 15-minute candles that didn't break, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 15-minute candles that all made higher highs and higher lows. So I figured if we're gonna break a low, we'll probably start to head down if we close below that resistance. So let's see. Like I said, if it can close a little bit stronger, kind of like right at my entry, that would be an ideal 30-minute for me to sell on a 30-minute close. But the spread's at 2 right now, so it's a little high.
Yeah, it's kind of unusual.
Yeah.
high.
Yeah, GA will drop about 5:45, 5:30.
What's up, guys?
Yo.
What's up? So you feeling better, Paul?
A little bit. I'm highly medicated on ibuprofen right now. So, but I feel I can talk and swallow liquids and eat food today, so that's pretty cool. So we had a bearish 30-minute. Kind of weak, but if we make another lower low, I think we'll like if we can break the low of that 30-minute that just closed, or even the bullish 30-minute, I think we'll be fine. But the hourly previous was bullish, so you never know. This 30-minute could have just been the down wick, but it pushed up so far. I feel like it's more than likely going to be coming back down, especially looking at the 4-hour.
You're in south already.
Yep. Yeah, as soon as it broke the low of that 15-minute. Yeah, I entered right about here. Spread put me in down here a little bit. So I think when I entered, it was at like 2.5. Okay, it's dropping now. It's at 1.7, so that's not bad. Thanks. Yeah, I'm feeling a good amount better. So from the Philippines, ooh, that's pretty cool. That's a long ways away. Okay, yeah, Shuaba, I think that's how you say it. I'll give that a try. See if that does anything. Yeah, sell stop below this bullish 15 that closed would be even a safer entry, so
Oh yeah, what's that guy? Schwab. I'm not even gonna try to say it, but the 439 guy. If you get a program called CC Cleaner, it'll do all that for you. But yeah, it'll make it a lot easier on you.
yeah, I've heard of that before. Definitely a good idea. It's worked in the past, so I'll try it. Can't hurt.
Yeah, and try malware bites. Make sure you don't have any like spyware or anything like that. It's like a free antivirus type thing.
And then that doesn't run in the background all the time.
No. You can turn it off.
Sweet.
You can choose only when it operates.
I like that. All right, come on. Break that low, and we will head to the downside. Should hopefully get a nice little push with the Asian Open coming in. To the downside, preferably. Yeah, I only got take profit on one of the positions, just in case what happens on Wednesday happens again.
What happened Wednesday?
It fell about 50 pips in a minute, and both of my take profits were at 10 pips, but it fell so fast it actually gave me 12 pips each. But yeah, it fell 50 in like a minute or two.
What's up, Bill?
Yo, what up, no?
How's it going?
How'd your guys' chess challenge go? Who won?
Even guys.
Yo,
What's up, Mark?
I won.
Noah won?
Yeah, I threw the game away.
Uh-oh.
I know you won. Yeah.
I told you, you got a prodigy on the team.
It was definitely you practicing the back levels.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you were quiet all week last week. I like how you're talking now. JR was here trading, trying to get better, and you're just chesting it up.
Not even joking. I studied maybe about 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
At a time. No, I'm not even.
Ooh. Pop down, come on. On MT4, it broke the low of the previous 15, which would have been the low of that bullish 30 minute as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, no, it didn't break the 30 minute bullish low, but it broke the low of the previous 30 minute low.
Hey Noah, do you know anywhere to like practice openings? Just
Yeah. One video I watched like 30 minutes before I played you was yeah, 5 gold chess openings. He teaches a chess class. He's a grandmaster.
okay. 'Cause that's what I need to work on is my openings.
Yeah, the only mistake that you made was not developing all your pieces, but just like trying to do your best with like 2 or 3 that you had like moved out already.
Alright.
No, the mistake was playing Noah.
No, I had him on the rope, but I threw the game away completely.
Yeah, he fucking had me. I was so surprised when I won that shit. Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Probably got cocky. That's how I lost my. I forgot what piece it was, like my rook or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty sure I had it in the bag, and 10 moves later it was over.
It's a good game though, bro. You have me on like the edge of my seat, fucking palms sweating, knees weak, arms heavy and shit.
No, yeah, mom spaghetti.
That sounds like coronavirus, bro.
Yeah. What kind of chess are you guys playing?
Any news coming out this week?
There's a yellow folder on GBP at 6:01 tonight, but I don't know how much of an influence it's gonna have or how much of an impact it'll have. But there is USD holiday tomorrow, so we could see some slower movement today.
It's
Oh, come on.
President's Day.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Oh, come on.
There you go.
Popping.
Lock and drop it.
Yes, sir.
How many pips are you gonna secure at?
10. I'm probably just going to take 10 and 10. Just because it's a Sunday.
Oh, did you trade hit TV?
I'm at 6.5 and 6 pips so far, so almost.
Nice.
Spread's at 2.5, so I should be at like 9 pips. But I think it'll pop down a couple more. Hopefully. Pretty sure the hourly flipped as well, so I think TP is going to be hit in these next 5 minutes. My finger's
Probably
on the trigger.
A good target would probably be 93.87, huh?
Yep. Yeah, right at that support down there. I think it's gonna fill that wick, but I'm gonna close before that.
Yeah.
Just start Sunday out real good. Yeah, I'm 3 pips away, so come on, baby.
Yeah, I'm about to hit 10. I might hold a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm at. I was at 8.5. Spread's a little jumpy right now. There's 8. I think it'll continue.
It will. Right, so it's
I don't know why the spread's so high today. It's kind of weird.
probably that gap down. Whatever caused it to gap down. Maybe.
I don't know.
The spread's always really high for me on this pair. That's why I trade like EJ.
Yeah, in Asian it's a little higher than normal, but it's normally not at 2 for me. It's normally at like 1.5 to. I mean, sometimes it's normally 1 to 1.8. It's normally not this high. So that's sitting at like 2.5 tonight. But excuse me. Come on, pop down in 3 minutes. Let's go. Yeah, and you're a little late, bro.
Hey, Noah, are you there?
Yeah.
I put the game in like that chess analyzer,
Yeah.
and literally like I couldn't have been any more of a lead when right before the game ended.
Alright, I secured 9, and I got, once this next one hits 10, it's at 9 again. I'm gonna close it and be done. It's going break even though. Alright, it's at 9.8. I think it's gonna keep running.
What'd you say, John?
I put that game in the chess analyzer. I could not have been more of a lead right before you beat me.
Oh yeah, you were winning that, bro. You were definitely winning that ending.
Like it has like a ranking, and I was like maxed out for where I was the lead.
It probably went from like 90% in your favor to when I checkmated you 100% like.
Yeah, I mean it completely flipped in like 2 moves. That's just. You know how to play Paul?
I used to, so I probably have a good idea on how to play still. Oh, man, it was half a pip from 10. Come on. Or 0.2 from 10. I think it should just pop down in this last minute. It should go fill that wick. There we go. Alright, I closed 11. I am done. That's it. That's the trade. Thanks for coming.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Yep, hit like, subscribe, donate 10%.
Yeah. Complimentary.
Yeah. No, you don't have to donate anything. Unless you made like 200K, then I'm not going to say no. What up, Gerzat?
I mean, at that point, 5% is nuts.
Yeah, yeah. If you make 200K and you send 1%, like, yeah, that's way more than. Yeah, no. I'd let you come sleep over for a weekend if you did that.
You get your money's worth.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, David. I think that was a no drawdown trade again. That was pretty quick.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna close my MT4 so I'm not tempted to take another trade. Alright. What's 10% of 0? Send a nice emoji. Yep, yeah, I agree, Ashley. It's a little easier, it's just a little slower. If you're still in the trade, I would anticipate us to break this. But if you're going to try to hold with that anticipation, make sure you have secured something. Because, especially the GBP pairs, you could get a wick that comes up here and then it dives down and breaks. So, just make sure you secured something. I think this wick's definitely going to get filled before any fuckery happens. But, like I said, it moved about 15 pips. You should be securing something after 15 pips.
Yeah, it might do the same thing it did in the other 30-minute candle.
Yeah, it might just run right back up. Yep. Yep, like the stream instead. Good idea, Ashley. I totally forgot about that.
Tell your friends and family.
Yep. Pets, whatever.
Anybody that has a YouTube account.
Next trading will be tomorrow. Asian session. So I cover every Asian session there is. So Sunday through Thursday. Tuesday, we might be starting late because I go and take the insurance test on Tuesday at 3:30. So we'll either be starting at 5:30 or maybe 6 o'clock Central Time. So it'll either be right on time at 5:30 or 30 minutes later. But if you're subscribed, you'll get notified whenever we go live, so you should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, Manuel. I like Asian session, it's fun. I mean, it's boring, but being here makes it fun. For me, at least. Unless we lose, that's never normally fun.
Having like a group to talk to and like a live stream makes it 10 times more fun. Because I mean, think about it. If you were in a group or something like that, if you want to talk to somebody, you're going to be sitting alone in front of your screen trading.
Yeah, pretty much. And you gotta kind of.
Force trades to have something to do, you know?
Yep. And it's like if nobody else, like if you're all looking at the same pair, and everyone in your group or your Zoom call like we have here, is like it's ranging. I'm gonna wait for a breakout, but you're like, ooh, I'm gonna sell this. You might be like, maybe I should wait. Maybe this isn't a good idea, kind of thing. All right, so like usual, I'll mark up my chart in case anyone showed up late. They kind of see what I do, how we like to do things in Asian session, and then we can pull up some charts if anyone is looking at any other pairs. Oh, and then the ideas I had, I will let you guys know those in a minute too.
That's the only reason I came.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds cool when I like think about it, and it'll like encourage people to do good, healthy trading habits. But are they gonna wanna? Is it gonna be entertaining enough while we're doing it? Is what I'm worried about. Because if nobody participates and it's just me doing it, it probably won't be as great as I'm thinking. But I mean, we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Okay. So February 16th to 21st. Trello's so nice. I freaking love it. Yeah.
that
Yo.
I've been looking into where like they
Is that Nicole? Yep. Yeah, you gotta take the wins with the losses. It's just always more fun when we went out here together. Obviously, I mean, winning's always better, but. Yeah, so my Instagram's on the bottom right. Just shoot me a message. But we cover a good amount of stuff here, so I mean, if you just came to the Asian session, the New York session with Wicks Don't Lie, which is on the top left next to subscribe, or London session with Monty, you can basically get mentored by two of some of the best people in the game for free, basically. So, and that's Monty and Wicks, not me. I'm not going to include myself with them yet. Alright, so first we had Resistance, most recently right there in this area. Let's move this here. Do that. It's got to look aesthetic when you do it, though, you know?
Yeah, my charts suck. My markups suck.
Yeah, if it doesn't look pretty, it doesn't like entice me to want to look at it again. But if I mark it up and I'm like, ooh, that's stylish.
I've just never been good at stuff like that. You know, like I don't know, like being creative and making things look nice, like that. Just not me.
I mean, whatever works for you. Cause do you use Trello too?
No, what I do is I take screenshots and I have a little folder for every day. And I'll label it like for instance, like GA entry, GA exit. Then I'll take a screenshot of my entry, my exit, like on the MT4 app, and then put that in there with it as well. So it's good for me, but if anybody else wanted to look at it, I'd be a pain in the ass.
I mean, as long as it works for you, that's what matters, you know.
And then I got Microsoft OneNote that I take write down my thoughts or lessons for the day. Then I have an Excel spreadsheet where I manually put the trades in. But I figured out that you can copy and paste from the MT4 and just paste it directly into Excel, and it'll like basically set it up for you. I'll show you what I mean.
Yep. Yeah, I've when you copy the like trade data, the trade report.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of this app called Edgewalk?
Edgewalk?
Yeah, Edgewalk. It's like this really good journaling software. It's really good. It costs money though, but it really helped me at least.
I was gonna type all this, but that's way too. It just needs to be short and sweet. That's too much information. This doesn't feel super aesthetic to me, but whatever. Alright, so if you came late, that was the analysis. We have previous resistance. This candle wicked up into it, pushed above here, closed below, which is what was significant to me. And then just the fact that we had 5-15 minutes, all my higher highs, higher lows. If a candle is going to break this low, there's a good chance we're going to come down to this wick, down to this resistance area, which we actually did tap into almost to the T. So that was the idea. Save that. And then I save the chart. I have a folder for all the trades, and just put the date on it. 2/16 today, I think. Right? Yeah. Put the session. GA sells.
I just entered EJ's style. I'll show you guys the chart in a second.
Okay. Yeah, if you send it on Telegram or post the little link letters in the chat, I can pull it up. You can kind of walk us through it if you want. Yeah, I still think GA is going down, personally. I just don't know how high it's going to go up before it does have enough to break through here. So. Yeah, and I think it'll fall even more. I'm a wizard. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I know either. I know what I'm doing, or we just get lucky a lot. So I'm fine with either. If I just get lucky 5 times a week trading, every time I take a trade, that's totally fine by me. Or if I actually know what I'm doing, I guess that's even better. Alright, Jay, did you send a... Oh, you told someone to send a chart. Okay. Gotcha. And then the other thing I do to keep myself accountable, besides being on the live stream, is the people that I have in like the private group that come onto the Zoom calls. I send the chart I just marked up and saved. I send that to them, and then I also send it to Rakeel every single day, just as extra accountability. If there's anything I missed, he can kind of point me in the right direction, things like that. So if you don't have that, I would definitely recommend you getting either Rakeel as a mentor or just someone that knows what they're doing in trading to help hold you accountable if that's your issue, and just maybe learn from or learn with. It'll definitely be beneficial either way.
Look at retrace that whole move.
Yep, that's why I got out. I still think it'll come down regardless. It just might need to go make a lower high to then build up some strength, push us down, or we're just gonna range. So
4 hours still bullish. Just have 2 hours left.
yeah, I think it's still going down.
Oh, I do too, but
Yeah, it could do some nonsense.
probably gonna range.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I got everything out on a Sunday, because, I mean, Sundays never really just like run like they do on like Wednesday or Thursday. It never really just runs like that. So I think if you can get 10 to 15 on a Sunday in Asian session, like just take it and get out. You got all week. The week hasn't even started today. It doesn't start till Tuesday this week. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's my idea. But yeah, give me a couple minutes, guys, and then I'll start reading the chat, and then we can pull up some charts and brainstorm some ideas. Look at some trades some people took, and then I'll tell that idea I said I was going to tell a couple minutes ago.
My EJ's running right now.
Is it? Did you send a chart?
I'm just finished marking it up right now, actually.
Okay. Are you going to send it on, where are you going to send it?
I'll put it inside the YouTube chat.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll pull that up. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make a highlight, like I did the other day. Do that more often.
Yo.
Yo,
Hey, I can't see the y'all market sign up. I can't see nothing.
what do you mean?
Just say it's like a outline. Just say a meeting topic, host, password, but I don't see like.
Oh yeah, there's no you gotta go to YouTube to see the stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that Kurt?
Yeah.
What up,
I'm
bro?
about to go on mute because I got somebody in my background.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm about to secure 8 pips on this.
Nice job.
Good job, man.
Did you even have any drawdown on that trade, bro?
No, but honestly, I should have entered later, but like I was waiting for the camera to close, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's good though.
Look at GA. GJ's going down.
Yeah, GA just broke the high of that previous 15, so we could be running up. Ooh, I like this. This is cool. I found out how to, or I figured out how to do, I can put the chart with the trade in the same picture. I forgot I had the YouTube layout thing. Save that. Alright, so I will post proof that I actually took the trade and closed where I said I was closing. We're good. Alright, oh yeah, Gerza, my bad, bro. I just saw your message. I got you. Yeah, just audio. In here, you gotta go to YouTube, John. And there's a lot to pay attention to on here. Holy cow. Oh, Troy's in here. What up, Troy? I didn't know you came. Got Noah, Tim, JR.
He did really copy. I think he never built the whip. I mean, the gap.
EJ, you said?
Yeah, I finished sending the chart in the chat. If you can pull it up on it.
Oh wow, that thing's moving. Oh boy.
What up, bro?
Yo, what up?
I'm so pissed right now.
What happened?
I missed the first GA trade, and then I missed the GG trade.
Oh, GJ had a trade too?
Yeah, because I was looking for the sell based off the 30 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like, don't you think the the resistance is strong on the 1 hour, 4 hour, and 30 minute?
On GJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Yes, Steven. Yeah. It gets more and more consistent every week. So some weeks were good, some weeks were break even, some weeks were a little negative. But since I started live streaming, it's gotten, I don't know, 5 to 15% better every single week. And then it consistently gets 5 to 15% better each week. So yes, to answer your question. Yeah, I'll pull it up in a second. I just want to get this finished so I can close my chart or my extra browser so our computer will be a little quicker. How many people we got in here? Let me refresh. Man, it even plays an ad for me when I refresh it. Jay, you sent a chart on IG. I think I replied to that message unless I got a different one. You're I don't want to say your name on here, but you have a yellow like profile photo that says discipline, right? That's you? If that's you, I replied. But I can't pull it up on the stream, so if you put the last part of the link in the stream, then I can pull that up for you. Because if you can't get into your DMs on Instagram from a browser.
Yo, man, it's only the girl from tonight.
Hey, bro, you calling it a night?
Super tired today.
Sound.
Super busy weekend, but we're always here, so same time, same time, same place tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you later.
Yep.
Thanks for coming.
See you later.
See you, Jay.
Alright, bro.
Noah, peace.
I think Noah's practicing chess.
Neat, dude.
Later.
I'm on that ass.
Right, so chart is recorded. I can close that finally. Yep, yeah, I reviewed it for you on Instagram. It made a lot of sense. I liked it. Nice job, cats. Just make sure I didn't miss any chats. Alright, so let me pull up GJ quick, like I said. What did you say you were looking at on GJ? Buys or sells?
No sales for the GG because I was basing it off like the like mostly the 30-minute, but when I looked at like the hour and the 4-hour,
Oh yeah.
Strong resistance there.
So you saw strong resistance on which one?
The 30-minute and the hour mostly.
At
I don't and it would be no drawdown trades straight. It's just shot down.
yeah, it's still going. Is that so the resistance you saw, I'm assuming, was at like 244 on the 30-minute?
240.
143, 244 area.
No, it's a little bit higher. No, I might be wrong.
Yeah, it's like 141.
Yeah, the 31. That's what I would be saying. Right.
Yeah, there's two big rejections up there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking at.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, that makes sense. I see that. But one thing that I would have taken it if it broke the low of that 30-minute, the previous 30-minute bearish candle, because if you look at that wick, if you put your cursor on it, it almost lines up with that other wick right to the left at that 263, which could still be our resistance at like the 240, 233 area. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
So you see how those wicks almost touch?
Yeah.
So if it were to break that low, then you got these two clean bullish candles all the way down to 148, which would have been probably what, 15 pips or so? Yeah, I mean 13.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Personally, I was gonna just take it based off just like the moment that the 30-minute closed and it was just it was a bearish candle.
Mhm.
Just due to the fact that up top it didn't look like it was breaking like last week on the 30 an hour. So I was just like, okay, I doubt it's gonna break.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah. So maybe for next time, I mean this is just how I trade. So I mean it might not work for you. It's gonna be delayed when you see it on stream, but it'll catch up. So the most recent thing I see is that, and then this tiny little support right there. I'm going to blow it up so it looks a little better. And this is on the 15 minute too, so you might still be thinking that that 30 minute support is going to hold us up. But you see that 15 minute made a low way below the two previous 15 minute candles. It closed below them as well. So that little support on the 15 we closed below. And then we have these big bullish candles and then support down around 143, 131 area. So to me, that's just clean traffic all the way down. So the safe trade, you would have had to have a bigger stop for sure, but it would have had more confirmation. So once it broke the low of that 15 or the 30-minute bearish candle, I think a sell stop or just entering once it did break the low would have worked for sure. But that's what I would have been comfortable taking.
Yeah, I agree. I tried not to base my trades off of 50 minute just because for me, I've been screwed over in the past. That's the only thing.
Yep. Yeah.
So I
No.
Looked at 30 minute, which it does make sense because that last 50 minute was the 30-minute close anyways.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it could definitely go bullish at that 240, 250 area. We could definitely get a bullish candle there to then take us up and fill that bearish wick. But if you're only the way I see it is if you're only trading between a certain trading time, if you're gonna only wait for a specific setup, you're probably not gonna get that every single day.
Yeah.
But if you're just looking for one opportunity that makes sense, regardless of time frame or anything, just one good opportunity, you got some clean traffic, you got enough room to get 10, 20 pips, you just gotta take it when you see it pretty much. And then if you win, you lose, whatever the outcome, you're done. That's it.
I just lack confidence there with that. That was my main thing. I was like, okay, like I should take. I just like I hesitated so much and it just shot down too fast by the time.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. One thing that helped me was, I mean, I'm sure you've noticed I kind of switched up my trading style a little bit. I'm not really waiting for closes anymore. But once it breaks the low of a previous or the high of a previous, I feel pretty damn confident when I'm in the trade. For whatever reason, but just that confirmation makes me feel better than the close of a candle.
Because then you also miss this chances. Like sometimes when you wait for close of a candle.
Yep, exactly.
Like shot so far down.
Mm-hmm.
That you just get.
Yep, yeah. So that's what I was saying earlier with, you gotta just take whatever the best opportunity you think you're gonna get that morning or evening if you're trading Asian. Because I used to only wait for specifically either a 30 or an hourly close. But if your trading time's only 3 hours, I mean 3 hourly candles, you could not get a setup and then you're done. So you could just be like, oh, we got a bullish hourly, I'm just going to take a buy, whatever happens, or vice versa for sells. But then again, that's probably not like an intelligent trade for the most part, just based on it being bullish or bearish. But when you're just I'll even drop down to the 5 minute for an entry. Like if it's extremely volatile to where like every candle's moving 10 to 30 pips in the first 15 minutes of the candle, I'm going to drop down to the 5 minute and wait for it to do the same thing that I wait for on the 15 and the 30 and just kind of base it off of that. So if it's a super aggressive session like it was Wednesday Asian and Thursday in the morning, I was on the 5 minute and the 15 minute for my entries. But when it's slow on Sundays and Mondays, or even Fridays are either really aggressive or they're really rangy and ugly, then I'm going to wait for a little bit higher confirmation just because it's moving slower. And if I wait for a 15 or a 30 minute, if it's not super volatile, I'm not going to really miss anything kind of thing. So depending on what the market's doing that day is what I'm going to do during that trading time, if that makes sense.
No, that makes 100% complete sense. Even like how you're saying sometimes you just wait for it to break the low and everything.
Yep.
I like 100% agree. I just think I'm lacking the adaptability also. Like how you're saying sometimes it's more more volatile, sometimes it isn't.
Mhm.
I don't think sometimes I understand police sometimes, so I'm just able to get I'll just stick to my 30-minute and just stay with that.
Yeah.
But I think I'm lacking the confidence and the adaptability with that.
Yeah, I mean, it just, I don't know, you just gotta, like, do it long enough. Because I didn't, like, I didn't like to enter on anything except a candle close. And now, like, I love it. I feel so good in the trade. It's just, if it shouldn't have did what it did for me to enter if it wasn't going to go where I want it to go, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like if your strategy is correct, it should.
Yeah, so if the 30-minute works for you and you feel good while you're in the trade, then don't change it because of what I said. That's what I said's irrelevant. You need to trade what you see,
I know what worked for me was the more I sat here and watched the pair move, I can kind of I got a feel for what it's going to do. Like Paul said, if I see it breaking the high or the low of the previous 30-minute candle, I can kind of already tell whether it's going to keep moving or if it's or not. It's just really comes down to experience. I mean, the more you sit here and watch it, the more you become familiar with it. It's like somebody you know, it's like a friend, and you know your friend's mannerisms and their things they do and don't do.
That's a really good analogy, actually.
Yeah. I've become familiar with the pairs. Like I know what the pairs do at what time. Especially in Asian, not so much pre-NY or the New York session, but in Asian session, like I can tell what they're gonna do. And until you become more familiar with them, probably waiting for the 30-minute close would be the thing to do. That's what I did when I first started.
Do you feel like simulating helped you, JR?
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing is I've probably spent at least 8 hours every weekend for the past month simulating. So, I kind of made up a lot of time doing that. So.
Yeah, I feel like that simulator can take a non-profitable trader to a profitable trader in like a good weekend, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. First 2 weeks, I've been trading full time for a month, and the first 2 weeks, I lost about 20% of my account. The past 2 weeks, I have gone 9 for 11 last week, and my only 2 losses were on gold, so no more gold. The week before that, I was 11 to 13, and one of those losses was TJ, and one of those losses was gold. So I'm, almost at 1,000 with TJ or GA.
Yep.
So anyway, if you put in the time, you'll learn it, and it's a lot easier that way.
Yeah, I think I'm lacking the experience and like the knowledge of the market.
Yeah, it'll come with time. It won't take long.
Oh no. Once you trade the same session at the same time, and you stick to it, I mean, if you do that for 2 weeks, you're gonna be real confident in your trades.
This is my second week sticking with my trading plan, so let's see how this week goes. Last week when I stuck with it, it worked out like exactly how I thought it would. How you guys said it would.
Another thing that really helped me was like I made a trading plan. My trading plan was if I take a trade in the morning and I have a win, then I can take a trade in the evening during Asian. But if I take a loss in the morning, that's it. I don't take any more trades for the rest of the day. And that helped me a lot, actually, a lot more than I thought it would. It's just take all that pressure off yourself, you take a loss in the morning and you feel like you have to make it up in the evening, and it just makes things worse, in my opinion.
Yeah, that helped me a lot last week as well. Was cutting down my amount of trades. Because I could normally get to a point where I end the day in profit, but sometimes it would take 4, 5, 6 trades to get there, and at the end of the week, I'm like, holy shit, I took 40 trades this week. What the hell is going on? And last week I went 7 for 3. So that was like less trades than I took in 2 days the previous weeks. And it helps you see, I mean, it helped me see almost every trade I've taken that I've won. It's literally the exact same trade. Like when I scrolled through my charts and trades from last week, every single trade was exactly the same. Every single one. And then the ones I lost on, one of them was just didn't play out. Same exact trade, just didn't play out. And the other one was completely different from all the other trades. So gives you better perspective.
Trade in like the middle of the day where there's like no volume. So why am I doing this? Why not just stick to these and shit?
Mhm.
And I lost it. The moment I deviated away from my trading plan, I lost that trade.
Don't you hate that feeling?
It's like, oh my, like I want to like, it's like, why am I doing this to myself? Why? Like,
Yeah, it's like you got like a winning plan. And you're like, ooh, I'm so good. And you're like, you know what? I'm so good. I can go trade another session and get more money. And then you lose, and you're like, fuck. I knew I should have just stuck to my own plan. Yeah, been there.
it was a Thursday. That Thursday was horrible for me because I lost, I think 2 trades that day, and I was like, okay, like.
Oh, last Thursday?
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, last Thursday gave me 2 of my 3 losses for the week. I was very mad at myself because I was only supposed to take 1 trade, but I took 2. I was not
That's
happy.
when I took my losses too.
I was not happy about that. But I'm ready for.
One thing that reassured me though is because I had time Friday morning. Like I know he's supposed to take his slow, but I was like, okay, like I'll check pre-New York and see what happens. And I followed my trade plan and I won the one trade that Friday. And I think that reassured me that my trade plan does work, which allowed me to like put more confidence in it into me. And I was like, okay, then keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna keep having a winning week.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. After Thursday, when I took that extra trade, I took Friday off because I was getting sick, and I basically took my Friday morning trade in Asian the night before. So I was like, you know what? That was my trade. I don't get to trade today. But so I'm gonna run to the bathroom real fast, and then I will throw out that idea and see what you guys think.
Did you pull all the way back on the 15 minute?
Yep.
I'm like, oh, like I'm like, it's making me more angry looking at this chart. The fact that I missed this.
You know what I do when I miss a trade?
Just close it.
No, just say it'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to remind myself.
I mean, that's the other one other thing that really helps me is, you know, if I miss a trade or I take a loss, there's always tomorrow, and there's always the next day. And I mean, it's just
For me, it's an internal battle. I'm like, it's right here. I can trade. There's like right there, click on the button, I can trade. I just have to. It's like it's such an internal battle for me. I mean, it's like an uphill battle, and like I just need to keep pushing.
trading will bring out your worst attributes, and you got to fight it. It's really a battle against yourself as much as the market.
100%.
It is 100%.
Mhm.
But I'm really proud of myself because last week I only took 1 to 2 trades a day, and that was probably not my only week that was profitable. But it was the best week strategically. It's not like the most money, not money. It was not like the most profits I ever had, but that's strategically that was the best week I've ever had, like mentally.
Well, the profits will come as long as you can.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, really, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Whether it's a 1 cent lot or a 100 lot, I mean, eventually you'll get to the point to where you're making money either way.
Alright, so if you guys missed that last trade, I think sells look good again.
Yep.
Same exact trade. I'm not taking it, but I'm gonna mark it up and just Just see. So this one, if we end up coming down, we will be breaking through this support. So actually, we're gonna do how we normally do. Wait for it to break the low, just for some extra confirmation. And then we can probably get that full wick fill to happen. So 18 pips for 21 pips if it breaks the low. And we'll see. But that announcement real quick. So the idea I'm thinking sounds cool, might not work. We'll see. I'm thinking either Friday mornings or Friday nights or Saturday nights. We'll do the live stream like we normally do, but basically everyone just bring their charts and their trades from the week, and we're gonna spend 2 to like 4 hours just going over charts on what we did through the week, how to get better, how things were good, bad. So we'll like go over my trades for the week, analyze those together, and then anyone that wants to share their trades from the week will come on to Zoom. They'll send me their charts, and then we'll pull up their charts, and they can walk us through why they took the trade, why they won, why they lost, if they need help with something, and we'll just kind of like force good habits of recording our trades, actually going over them and figuring out what was wrong, what was right, and kind of go from there. That's the idea. I was thinking the time is going to depend on when more people can make it, because I can be available for all 3 times, but I want to do the one where more people can show up. So kind of like when we come on here and you guys send charts and we go over them, it'll be that, but just all of that. It won't be trading. It'll just be getting better for the next week, getting better from the previous week. Stuff like that is what I'm thinking.
You know what you could do?
What?
In the Telegram chat, make a poll. Make like 3 different times and put it in the Telegram chat and have people vote so you can tell what would be the best time, you know?
I like that. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. So, if you guys aren't in the Telegram, if you go to my Instagram and you click the link, it'll add you to the Telegram, and then you can vote on the time. I'll post that in about 10 minutes. What were you gonna say?
You can even make a poll on Instagram if you want.
Oh yeah, I can do a poll on Instagram too. Yeah, I'll probably do both.
Good idea.
I think so. It's gonna depend on if people participate. So if people show up but they don't bring any charts, there's not gonna be anything for us to do. So I'm hoping the idea is that it'll encourage people to record their trades, and then have something to bring, and then actually be like involved with it and be a part of it, you know? It's like if they show up with charts, they're going to come into Zoom, they're going to share their charts, they can walk us through why they took it, why they think they should or shouldn't have taken it. And maybe they'll just by saying it out loud in front of people, they'll be like, oh yeah, this was stupid, why did I do that? They didn't even learn anything, they just figured it out on their own.
Oh, I wanted to ask you.
Yep.
I've had a problem with closing trades early.
Okay. I hear you. What do you think is the issue?
Oh, I was asking you, because I had that problem, I think. Like, I closed, at, 8, 7 or 8 or 9 pips, it's not just all the time, this happened today, too, you hit my list this market, but closed at, 7 or 8 pips. I always see it.
Okay, are you winning more than you're losing?
Yeah, that's actually the second problem kind of happened. Well, I'm not, that's not for nothing. I'm on, a pretty healthy win streak.
Okay.
And like, I was just trading, I was just like, yeah, I can risk more. And I also took the EA call, and yeah, I was a winner, of course.
Um.
But,
Okay. Are you profitable at the end of the week?
the last 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay. So how come you're worried about closing a couple pips early when you're winning at the end of the week? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now.
So like,
Yeah, I guess.
if you decided to gamble on those 3 pips, how many of those trades would have pulled back and stopped you out, and you wouldn't have won that day?
Exactly.
Would it be a lot of them, or did that not happen at all? Did they all go to your target without coming back and hitting you out?
Honestly, most of them have been going straight to the target that I initially put. So that's why I feel like I'm money on the table.
Okay.
Yep.
I would say, how many positions do you put 2 positions in when you take a trade?
Yeah, I just started doing that. I've been like chopping it up in like 2 or 3 or 4.
Yep. So I would say, close one, whether it be early or at 10. I'm assuming you try to close at 10 and then let one go to target, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'm trying to do what you guys do, but a little bit earlier. Sometimes do like 7 or 8.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I close 8 to 9 sometimes too. If it's taken a while, I'm like, you know what? Fuck 2 pips. I'm gonna get 8 instead of 0. But what you can do is take those 8 or 9. If you close early, even 7, just put the other one to break even. So you're either going to lose nothing and you still had a winning day, or it's going to go to target and you're going to feel good because you let it go to target, kind of thing. I would say once you close and you secure and you go break even, maybe just don't look at the chart. Just walk away, set your take profit, and just open it up an hour or 2 later. See what happens. And then maybe after a couple days of like it just smashing your take profit every time, and you're feeling confident, then maybe sit and watch it hit your take profit, or just keep walking away once you go break even, because nothing's gonna happen while you're gone if you're at break even.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
Just something to try. I mean maybe after you see it get to your target a couple times, the next time you're in the trade, you'll just have that confidence that it's gonna get there, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So if that doesn't work, let me know. We can always try other stuff too. But yeah, I mean, I have the same issue sometimes too. It's for me, it's more like circumstantial. So if I'm up a shit ton for the week on like a Tuesday or a Monday, I'm probably gonna be closing earlier, so I don't risk losing that throughout the week. But if you're down and you're trying to get back, it might make you more apt to hold longer to get back to profit or break even. So I think if you just consistently do the same thing, you'll be fine. It'll end up working out in the long run. But maybe just try a couple different techniques to either build your confidence or just like test yourself to see if you can improve on holding it longer.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yep. I know a little bit about a little bit. Yep. Yeah, I agree, Jorno. It does look like a fake out to the upside. 100%. That's why I was waiting. If it comes back and breaks that low of the 15 minute, then it'll probably head down. But if it doesn't, it's going to just fill the wick to the upside. So that's why I said wait for it to break the low. But Zoom, for everyone that's still here, Zoom is still open and will always be open. All you have to do is shoot me a message on Instagram once we go live. And as long as we don't have 1 million people in the Zoom already, I will send out the information for anyone to join. But I put the poll on Instagram, so if you guys like the idea, go vote on what time. I just did Friday evening or Saturday evening. If Friday wins, then I'll switch it to Friday morning or Friday evening, and we'll break it down that way. So, how do I post a poll in here? Here we go. And what do you guys think of the idea? Do you think it would be beneficial, or would it not be that productive? So you can definitely throw some comments in the chat so I know what the general idea of the idea is. Cool idea. Okay. Yeah, I think it's cool. It's just the issue is going to be if people show up with charts. So if people just show up with nothing to go over, it's not going to be very productive. I mean, we'll go over my charts. That'll be 10, 15 minutes. Then what do we do? And we're not going to do Saturday morning because I know Rakeel does his simulations that day. And I don't want to overlap on that day because that's really, really good learning as well. So, all right, so the poll is in Telegram now as well. Yep, yeah, Steven, we're actually going to have a day for simulation as well. So that's the other. I'm thinking Sundays before, Sunday mornings. We would have did it today, but I was still feeling pretty shitty this morning. So Sunday mornings are going to be simulation day to kind of put into action what we learned on Friday or Saturday from reviewing our trades, and also to kind of just get ready to start the week when we start Asian session. Yep, yeah, and definitely going to want losing trades. So if you're showing up every week and you never lose, might be a little questionable. But yeah, I think it'll be good as long as people participate. And it'll definitely be a lot better if people come into Zoom and walk us through why they took the trade, their thoughts, emotions, whatever, while they were in the trade, before they took the trade, is going to make it that much better. Instead of someone just saying, here's my chart, what do you think? It'll just be better to learn if it's more interactive, in my opinion. So yeah, the votes are in Telegram and Instagram, so whichever one you're in, go vote on one or both, and then probably Wednesday or Thursday we'll decide on what day and time we're going to do, because I'd like to get it started this week. To get in Zoom, just shoot me a message on Instagram. I'll send you the link. There's not really, there's like a private group of the people that I like to have in Zoom because they bring value to the stream, and the few people I teach how to trade. But you can get into Zoom for free. You just got to shoot me a message. Nope. 439. Shuab. I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna just say 439. I don't know how to say the beginning. I'm not taking any more trades. I'm already done. I took my win for the day. But that's just another idea that I think would work out if it breaks the low. I think Saturday's winning so far.
time Saturday?
In the evening, I'm thinking. Probably like 7, 8, maybe 9.
Different people with different time zones, because that would be in the middle of the night. People in the UK, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but Saturdays are gonna be like a day I have to end up working. So it'll either have to be super, super early, which we could do, or a little later. Because I'm not going to really get too many appointments during the week because I'm doing the live stream when people are home from work. So, got to make it up on those days we're not doing the live stream. And then it closed back above. Once I joined with Rakeel, it was pretty quick after that. And I was profitable before, it just wasn't consistent enough to what I would have liked. It's still closed below. What up, Iron Man? But Rich, it took probably 7. If we're just talking profitable, probably 5 to 6 months. If we're talking consistently profitable, probably 7 to 9.5 months. It's been a little over a year and a half now. Yeah, see, it's really struggling to get up there on that wick. So I'm thinking if we get a bearish candle here, or we start to break some lows, it'll end up continuing down. Isn't the All-Star game on tonight?
Yeah.
What time is that at? Is it on already?
I'm not sure. I don't watch basketball, to be honest.
So I might put that on while I study.
Team LeBron versus what time? TNT. At 7. It starts at 7.
Eastern or Central?
Central.
Aren't you? You're Central time zone, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I thought that's what I remembered. Who sells tops already? Yeah, I still think we're gonna come down. Let me see what the hourly looks like. Yeah, if the hourly closes above here, I think it'll be heading up. So we'll just watch that so we're not getting too confused. But if it pushes up to here and hits and draws back, I think there's gonna be a better chance for it to come down then. But it did break the high of that hourly, so it's gonna depend how it reacts in this area to determine if we're gonna go up and break here or come back down. So I'm gonna delete this just because that looks silly.
Alright, P, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go get some dinner and all that kind of stuff. So.
Alright, bro.
See y'all tomorrow.
Yes, sir. See you later.
Alright, y'all take it easy.
This whole area is just really messy.
Yeah, I'm out too, pal. Have a good night, man.
Yep. See you later. Thanks for coming. Manuel, there's no trade, so there is no stop loss. There's no trade. We had sells earlier that had 0 drawdown, just went straight down about 13 pips, and that's been it for me.
Just got 8 pips on EJ.
Buys or sells?
So should have held, honestly. Just running down still, but I just wanted to take it off because news just hit for JPY. And I wanted to retrace all the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. JPY had news.
Yeah, that's what drove it down.
Weren't they just yellow folders? Yeah. What time frame did you enter on?
So it was based on the 15. The 15 closed under a zone I had played out and then turned bearish, so I took it off that.
Was it the previous 15 minute?
Yeah, the previous 15 minute.
How many pips did you take?
8. So it was like 3 on one and 4 to 5 on the other.
Oh, nice. There you go. Looks like it should continue down.
Small win, but I'm satisfied.
I mean, yeah, 8 pips is. I mean, that's a really good win. I mean, even though it's 2 positions, I mean, still, you could split up 10 positions, have all of them be 1.0, take 1 pip on each. You still make 10 pips.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you get charged commission on every trade, but I mean,
I'm getting into entering like 2 to 3 positions with smaller lot sizes because to me it's just more comfortable to be able to take something off the table once it hits a certain point.
Yep, I feel that. Yeah, I like that trading style as well. Yeah, it did feel good when it clicked, Rich. I mean, things still click now. Like, even last week, just taking less trades, I was like, what have I been doing? Like, why did I do that to me? I was just sabotaging myself. So, I mean, if you get to a point where it just clicks and you don't have to learn anything, um, I don't think that should happen. I mean, you should always be able to learn and get better. But I will say there will be a point where it just becomes like something you do. Like you don't worry about winning, you don't worry about losing. You just do the same thing, and you know as long as you do that same thing, you're gonna be fine in the end. And that's it. You don't even. It's not even trading. It's just what you do, kind of thing. That'll be fun to get to that feeling. I still like that sell stop, to be honest. As long as we close below. Oh, the dunk contest was last night? Damn, I missed it.
You.
What up?
Okay, I just gotta head out for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a good night, man.
Thanks, you too. Bye. GN. A lot of people have been looking at GN now. It's getting pretty popular. Yeah, it could be. It's coming into that resistance here and here. Check out the hourly. Yeah, as long as it respects this area, that would make sense. Looks like it should. This one kind of had a weaker close below, didn't make a high above anything, so definitely makes sense. Did the music just come back on out of nowhere? Oh, this app sucks. Either that or my computer. Yeah, see, it just turns on and turns back off. I don't even know why I have it on. Piece of shit. Alright, I'll be right back. Hold up. Yo.
What up?
Hold on. Alright guys, I'm gonna head off for the night. I would just be, if you're still looking for a trade, I would just be careful. Maybe wait till London. But we'll see.